All right. Well, welcome everyone. Good to see you all again. It's been a while since I've done one of these Chainlink lives. I'll be filling in for Andy today. Got all these cool new features, so that's really exciting to see. And Ian, really excited to have you here with us as well.
Likewise. Thank you so much, Keenan. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah. I know you're on vacation. We hang with family right now, so also appreciate you taking the time to come and talk to us about all the things that you're working on.
Chainlink asked you for an interview. You leave dinner early. You tell the wife and kid, "Hey, I gotta go," and you show up. But I really appreciate you having us on.
Yeah, absolutely. And then everyone that's filling in or listening in, feel free if you have questions, drop them into the chat. We can get to those at the end. Otherwise, again, Ian, thanks a lot for joining us. And I guess to start, do you want to maybe just give us a little bit about your personal background and then maybe what your team is building?
Absolutely. So, hey, everybody. My name is Ian Friend. I'm the co-founder and COO of Ferrum Network. A little background on myself. I actually used to be a lawyer. I was practicing law in New York City for about 7-8 years prior to getting into crypto. I got into blockchain and cryptocurrency in early 2017 just as an investor. A friend of mine introduced me to Coinbase, and I known about Bitcoin for a while, but Coinbase made it very easy. They had just opened up access to New York residents. And so I just sort of dabbled and bought my first Bitcoin and Ethereum back in, early 2017 when that bull run had first gotten started. And prices obviously kept going up, and I was like, wait, there's something to this technology. Took a deep dive, fell in love with all different aspects of the technology, the community side, the ability for this technology to impact other industries, including the legal industry. And so I then co-founded the blockchain practice team at the firm I was at. And in the course of sort of looking for clients, drumming up business, I met my now co-founder at a networking event in New York. We just hit it off. He was a brilliant engineer working at Bloomberg at the time and was building this amazing cross-chain solution. And we decided to team up. And a few months later, we won a competition at Consensus. This was Consensus 2018 in New York City, which is the biggest crypto conference in the world. And we pitched the project on the main stage. It was received very well. And then we were able to raise some seed funding shortly after, and sort of the rest is history. But yeah, it's been quite the journey for us here at Ferrum.
Yeah, that's an awesome story. So was it a hackathon at Consensus, or what was the competition that you guys won?
It was a startup pitch competition.
Okay.
There were 5 other contests. So we submitted online, thinking there's no chance, right? They probably got 100 applications, and I imagine they did. But for whatever reason, they selected us, and that then allowed us this platform and this sort of gave us a bit of credibility that we needed at the time to attract some seed investors, build a community a little bit. And keep in mind, we were super green. We knew no one in the industry. We had no idea what we were doing. But the reason why I love that story is because to me, it means that anybody, I don't care what background you're from, what profession you're in, anyone with enough basically drive and determination to succeed in this industry can. And that's why I love that story.
Yeah, no, I love that story too. And so I'm curious, how much has the product changed since 2018 during that pitch?
Well, we've definitely taken a circuitous route. Ferrum Network has always been we've always been of the mindset that in order for this industry to truly succeed, we need to appeal to the masses. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of different ways you can do that. The core product, the core technology underpinning everything we've done is a cross-chain solution, which will allow you to exchange and transact any asset, regardless of originating blockchain, in milliseconds for near zero fees. That remains the vision and the long-term goal, but we've taken a circuitous route to get there. Because you got to understand, we started in early 2018. Crypto winter hit shortly after we, sort of went out of stealth mode, so to speak. And we had to think, okay, we can't rely on the token necessarily to survive. We need to build products that people want, that solve problems, and that customers will pay for. Because at that point, no one knew tokens would come back. Bitcoin had crashed from 20,000 to 3,000. Like no one thought there was going to go to 64,000 that time. So we had to think like a real business, and we went about building a series of products that have led us to today. For instance, the staking solution that we built, which is one of the most popular on the market. We have over 100 clients that have used our staking product. 40 or 50 million TVL has gone through those staking pools. That was a product that we built for ourselves, trying to solve a specific problem of we need utility for the Ferrum token. Let's get investors to lock stake their tokens, earn some rewards over time. This was before DeFi was even a word. So we've sort of taken that mindset of let's build products that we need and then turn them into white label solutions, turn them into B2B products, and allow other projects to use them. And that's really what Ferrum's become, a true project that empowers and accelerates other crypto projects as they navigate this crazy minefield known as the crypto industry.
Yeah, that's always a great approach with entrepreneurship. You can always think of like a product where it's like, other people can use that, but when you're a user entrepreneur and building something that you need to be able to use, really makes all the difference, in my opinion. With you did some interesting work with Eureka, and was working with some the MLB and some MLB players. Do you want to talk about kind of how like your product kind of helped them with their launch and what that project?
Sure. So, like I was saying before, I mean, we've taken the securities journey to the point where Ferrum is at today, and where we're sort of accelerating, we're incubating projects, we're providing their token with utility through products like staking or our cross-chain token bridge. And so we have an incubator. It's one of the many products and services that Ferrum provides. And Eureka was actually the first project that we ever incubated by ourselves. We always had a partner with our first few incubations, and then we started to strike out on our own. And Eureka was our first project that we incubated. And I'm incredibly proud to say and to observe and see they have been absolutely crushing it. They're a project that is providing verifications and authenticity with respect to NFTs, which if anyone, if you take a deep dive in the world of NFTs, you can see that they're a little bit easy to, there are ways to sort of fraudulently issue an NFT that could be a copy of something else. Eureka solved that problem. And they've done incredible work around attracting celebrities and major artists. The MLB player was a prime example of that. I know they utilized some Chainlink technology as a part of that launch, the minting of that NFT. So, proud of that project. But I got to give all the hats off to them. They've done most of the they did most of the heavy lifting. We just we do the easy part. But really proud of that team.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I really think that with like the athletics, especially, I was thinking with like the NCAA and how players are able to like make money now off their likeness, how big of a market this is going to end up being, and especially like what we're seeing right now with NFTs, and really exciting space to be in. Do you want to talk a little bit about the work that how you're planning on using Chainlink and kind of what that roadmap looks like?
Absolutely. So first, want to give a shout out to everyone on the Chainlink team who I've dealt with. You guys have been awesome. Absolute pleasure to work with. Want to give a special shout out to Lauren. Halstead is a good friend of mine from in real life from New York. Tomas, who I know has been leading your business development. I've known him for a long time. He's actually a Ferrum investor, Ferrum supporter. So thank you, Tomas. David, yourself, everybody's been tremendous to work with on the Chainlink team. So thank you all. The Chainlink Ferrum collaboration, I think you could say starts with the RVF technology and sort of a provably fair lottery system, which will apply to our pre-sale process. Every project that Ferrum incubates the Ferrum holders in the community has an opportunity to invest in their pre-sales or private sales. So, get very good prices and so on. Some of these projects are doing incredibly well, 50x, 60x, 100x over that in some cases. Some less so, but we're basically giving everyone the opportunity to become their own venture capitalists. And a part of the process of getting into these pre-sales is holding a threshold amount of FRM tokens. But we recognize that not everybody can hold. What we have, the requirement now is 25,000 Ferrum and 0.2 Ferrum X, which is our governance token, Ferrum X. We recognize that not everybody can afford that, frankly, and we shouldn't be excluding those who are just trying to get their toes wet. Maybe they just got into crypto. They don't have a lot of capital to play around with, but they want an opportunity to participate in pre-sale. And so we have this lottery, right? Where if you hold 1,000 Ferrum, all the way up to 24,000 Ferrum, you get lottery tickets. The more Ferrum you hold, up to 24,000 Ferrum, the greater opportunity you have to win. The process of choosing those winners presently, frankly, is I want to say centralized, because we use a tool that's a Google randomizer tool. We're not just like, I'm not picking those people, but that said, it's still not using blockchain technology. And so we wanted to partner up with Chainlink, collaborate with Chainlink around your RBF technology, which then allows us to truly randomize and decentralize this process using that. So that's the first taste of the partnership. There's a lot more to that to it. But yeah, really excited to be working with you guys, and it's just been an absolute pleasure.
Cool. Yeah, that's really exciting. And we have one question here from Wayne in the audience, kind of two-part question. The first one is, what sort of time frame are you looking at before you can have the bridge earning firm burns? And then the second part of that is anyone using Ferrum at the moment for the bridge that you guys are working on?
First of all, I love the question. Thank you, Wayne. I see you dove right into one of the products that I'm most excited about. Product we just launched, our cross-chain token bridge, which is the fastest, easiest, and potentially the most secure method of swapping assets across BSC, Ethereum, Polygon, and we'll be adding more chains as we go, EVM compatible, non-EVM compatible. We launched this bridge. We launched about a month ago. It is this is a prime example of how Ferrum operates. We saw a problem that needed to be solved, and we built a solution for it for Ferrum, right? Which was, the first iteration of the bridge we launched for the FRM token, right? Allows you to swap assets, the FRM token across chains. But we also recognize there's going to be a need in the market for other teams who want to utilize this technology. So we've launched as a white label a product about 2-3 weeks ago. We've already signed up 5 or 6 projects for this bridge. I think 3 have launched the bridge: Paid Network, Rocket Vault Finance, and we just announced another one today called Purify. An exciting new project which is being incubated by Paid Network. Many more projects in the pipeline that have signed up for this product. But with respect to the Ferrum bridge, the really cool thing about this bridge, and I don't think there's any others that operate quite like this, every time you execute a swap, the fee you pay is actually paid in the native token that you just swapped. So in the case of Ferrum, you say you swap a Ferrum token, 10,000 Ferrum tokens, from Ethereum to Polygon because you see an opportunity for arbitrage on the DFIN DEX, which we're listed on, partners of ours. You can do that swap, takes 2 minutes. You pay a 2% fee in Ferrum tokens. All of those tokens, 100% of those Ferrum tokens are burned. So our ecosystem is now deflationary. We're not unlike Ethereum in that sense. maybe not on the level, but that's what we're going for. I think probably 70,000 or 80,000 Ferrum tokens have been burned thus far with cross-chain swaps. I expect that to accelerate as we introduce more chains on bridge, so BSCs being added, and more importantly, staking pools on these different chains. You have a staking pool on BSC, staking pool on Polygon, staking pool on Ethereum, dynamic APYs. This by the way, this is a hint at a new product we're launching called Reflection Stake. Dynamic APYs, you can enter and exit anytime. So you can go over here, make some money. All right, APY a little bit higher over there, so I'm going to go over there and go in that pool. Every time you exit the pool, you pay a little fee. Again, Ferrum will be burned. Then you swap it across the token bridge. Ferrum burned, but it's fine because you're making up for it with APYs over in that pool, reflection staking pool over there. So this burning is going to just continue to accelerate as we add more products and features. I'm really excited. The key now is to get the community and the investors to understand this.
Yeah.
And we're adding a widget on the Ferrum website, which will actually say how much Ferrum has been burned, or is being burned daily, hourly, whatever it is. So you'll be able to go see, boom, this project is legit deflationary. I think it's a game changer for us.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I'm curious with, we see this a lot. We saw it earlier this week with like one of the biggest hacks ever, it sounds like. What kind of, have you done security audits? And I guess like how like technically does your bridge fundamentally work? Do you have liquidity pools on like each side of these different chains? And can you talk a little bit into that?
Yeah, I'm really glad you asked that. Obviously, bridge security is a paramount concern these days in light of the Poly network. $600 million. And I've been following it, and it's kind of funny in a way because the guy actually, I don't want to say funny, but he returned $200-something million. In those transactions, he embedded messages, which were a little bit entertaining. So I do suggest folks check that out. But the key to understand here is, the Ferrum bridge has been audited by one of the top auditors in crypto, Zokio. That audit report, I've seen it. It's about to be announced, probably not today because it's getting a little late on a Friday, but that everyone will see the report of that. Happy to report that we passed with flying colors. So we have that audit in place. But I think even the more important fact here is the bridge architecture itself. Mm-hmm. The way our bridge is designed is actually very, very different from pretty much every other bridge we've seen. Every bridge on the market that we've seen, at least, and there could be others that we didn't check out, but every bridge that we've seen, including the Poly network bridge, uses a mint and burn function, which means every time you swap, some tokens getting minted on the recipient chain, and the equivalent amount of tokens being burned on the chain that you've sent the tokens from. That architecture presents all sorts of risks because you've now introduced a mint and burn function to your token smart contract, essentially. And the hackers are sort of just having a field day with this kind of bridge setup. And unfortunately, this is how it seems like all the other bridges have been built. We took a bit of a different approach. You mentioned liquidity pools. That's exactly what we do. We have liquidity pools on each side of the chain. That's where the tokens are sort of drawn from and deposited into. So first of all, it's more of a secure setup from the standpoint of there is no interaction with a token, the token smart contract. Mm-hmm. So, if you have a unique token which has a minting or which has some burning things, some tax things, there's a lot of weird tokens. There's no interaction with the bridge contract and the token contract. So that removes a layer of risk. The second thing is the liquidity pool itself is rather small. Because you can top it up at any time. And so the way that we've set this up is teams who use the bridge will get a notification when the liquidity is running low and they can top up, add more. Mm. There's $50,000 or something worth of Ferrum tokens sitting in the liquidity pool in the Ferrum bridge. Hackers not going after $50,000.
Yeah.
You're just not, right? And so you look at that, you look at the fact that there's zero interaction with smart contract. In my view, this bridge is the more secure option on the market. Now, look, that's not to say something could not go wrong. This is crypto. There are evildoers, there are bad actors out there who are seeking to find these exploits and so on, and anything can happen. But the audit was successful. I'm glad to report the architecture is sound. It's been in existence for about a month now with no incidents. Look, again, anything can happen, but very proud of the devs and the approach that we took with this. I think it's going to be the gold standard, probably at some point in the not too distant future.
Yeah, no, it's really exciting, and yeah, we'll definitely have to talk a little further down the road with CCIP and the Chainlink interoperability protocol when that comes out, and other ways for us to be able to work with each other some more. And so with this bridge, so currently it's available on Ethereum to Polygon, and then also to Binance Smart Chain. Is that correct, or what? We're all
exactly. That's a good thing about the liquidity pool structure, opposed to this sort of mint and burn structure that most bridges use. It becomes very easy to, I won't say easy, but easier to have a multi-chain bridge, right? There's currently no major competitor, to our knowledge, that allows you to swap directly from BSC to Polygon. You have to go through Ethereum in most cases. Our bridge, you don't have to. You go straight BSC to Polygon. And as we add more chains, same thing. Avalanche. We're talking to Harmony, Solana team, because we can do EVM and non-EVM compatible, again, with this liquidity pool setup. So the list goes on and on. We are now in the process of talking to these major chains, most of which are very interested. We're talking about getting grants. They want this technology. It's incredible. It's really incredible what the Ferrum devs have built. As popular and successful as the staking as a service product has been, and that has over 100 clients on it, I actually think the token bridge is going to ultimately overtake the staking as a service as the most popular Ferrum product. But it's still early days. A lot of work to do, and we're just getting started.
Cool. Well, yeah, it's really, really exciting stuff that you're working on, and a credible story, coming from consensus pitch competition to where we are now, about 3 years later. And yeah, exciting times.
Thank you. Yeah, if anyone wants to watch that original pitch,
yes,
that was done by my co-founder at Consensus. It's not the greatest pitch you'll ever see. Like I said, we were very novice then. That is on our YouTube, and you can see that. You can see early demos of our mainnet. I mean, Ferrum is, people ask like, oh, Ferrum is going to be around this and that. Like, we've been around for a while. We've survived a lot. I think we're now just hitting our stride with these incredible new products. The incubator is still firing on all cylinders. We have incredible projects that we're incubating. Ferrum investors have done incredibly well investing in these projects, investing in our governance token, Ferrum X. The Ferrum token itself has done very, very well. So it's been an awesome 3 years. Loved every minute of it. But I think the next 3 years is going to be even bigger for us.
Yeah. Yeah, really exciting. And then where's the best place for those that tune in and that will be listening later to follow your channels? What's your Twitter? What other communities do you have?
Yeah, so we're most active on Twitter, which is, I believe, just at Ferrum Network, and Telegram, where we have a very robust community, very active community. I'm there often, engaging with the community. So the Telegram chat is a major one, and the announcement channel as well. We're also now on TikTok. We're doing videos on TikTok, which is a little bit fun. YouTube, at Ferrum Network YouTube. So you can find us really all over the place on social media. We're super active. Many announcements every day. And yeah, it's just been a hell of a journey. So please follow us, join our channels, come say what's up to me. Love to meet you all.
Make sure to drop all those links into the description below. And then otherwise, Ian, great talking with you, man. Really appreciate you taking the time. Enjoy the rest of your vacation this weekend. Don't work too hard. Enjoy your time with your family. And yeah, no, really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much, Keenan. Thanks for having me.
Cool. Well, thanks everyone. Good to see you all again. Be back on Chainlink Live. Andy will be back next time. He's been doing an incredible job, and so no, it's a lot of fun to see this whole YouTube grow. And also, SmartCon videos will be coming out soon. If you have other questions, don't hesitate to always reach out to me. Ian, thanks again, my friend. And yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Keenan. Thanks again. Bye.